Good morning, Golden Mom. Welcome. Congratulations. It is bright and early, and by bright and early, I mean bright. I mean, look at this. You guys see this? You guys see that? I've got the sunlight shining almost right in my eyes here. But it is morning. It is a good morning. It is Thanksgiving Eve. I think I said it was Thanksgiving Eve the other day. I meant Thanksgiving Adam yesterday. Today is Thanksgiving Eve. Good morning, Katie Q, Nico, Lindsay, Pauline, Lori, Ann, Toxic, Chandra, Isabella. Who else did I miss? Allison, Alexis, Debbie. Yes, Debbie, you're right. Golden Mom is the proud owner of the internet here this morning. It's a big job now with Black Friday coming up and everything. There's just a lot of traffic on the web right now as people are researching deals. So Golden Mom, good luck. Good luck, and please keep it safe. Good morning from Costa Rica, Sam. Good to have you here. Shauna, good morning. Lisa Lulu, good morning, everyone. Abby comes through the door here. Little late, Abby. I mean, you're not in the top 20, but you made it quickly. So good morning. Hope you got some rest. Hope you're having a great day over there. True Celtic, big shout out to you this morning. Good morning. We're going to talk a little bit about some of our back and forth this morning. I appreciate you reaching out on the burner phone line regarding some news out of your state. So we'll talk about that this morning as well. I do apologize. I think I had the wrong thumbnail on this live stream. It might have been the police chase live stream from last night. We did have a police chase, and I was trying to give you an update today about that chase, but they didn't catch the dude. The guy got away. I've looked everywhere. I've tried to find the arrest information, everything. I just can't match up anything in the news out of the Southgate area of Los Angeles that matches up with the facts that we had dealing with the driver and 3 passengers who were running from the law and seem to have done so successfully, at least in the near term. So unfortunately, the update there is still no news. So no news is good news for the suspects. But, you know, they tend to turn up like a bad penny. Lori was first to smash the like button. Thank you very much, Lori. It looks like 7 or 8 people have followed you in that, but I do appreciate that, everyone who does that. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, Stephen. Good to have you. Cloudy, foggy, rainy in Florida. Thanksgiving Eve, and it should be a nice day. I think we've got rain after Thanksgiving for us, but it should be pretty good today. Happy Hump Day, Tiffany. We haven't called out Hump Day before, but it definitely is. So thank you. Miss Chris says, True Celtic, thinking of Virginia. Yes, Miss Chris, what you were talking about and what True Celtic has been talking to me about this morning is a shooting that happened last night in Chesapeake in Virginia. They had a gunman, which were the initial indication, at least what I'm hearing from True Celtic, is that this may have been a disgruntled employee who came in and started shooting in the store. Multiple fatalities. They believe 7 fatalities, including the gunman. 5 more individuals have been transported to the hospital and are receiving treatment. But the building itself, I mean, now that the gunman is deceased, the building was cleared. Officers are the only ones there. But just a tragic situation just before the holidays as well. Not good at all. I was going to before I saw that there was a shooting, I was going to bring up a story that was just happened out of North Carolina a few months ago, and it may not have made the news. You may not have seen it. It was local. It was in Henderson, which isn't far from Virginia. It's just south of the border, between sort of Raleigh and the Virginia border. But I wanted to show you the most dangerous gas station in North Carolina. Don't get gas here because let's get this pulled up and ready to go. Clear that off, and we'll give it a watch.
And new today at 4 o'clock, police tell WRAL they've now identified several people involved in this shootout outside of a convenience store and gas station just off I-85 in Henderson. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. Customers, you can see, ducking for cover, trying to get out of the way, escaping this rapid gunfire. WRAL's Matt Tallhelm is there live to show us what happened, Matt.
Yeah, Dan, those bullets burst through the glass here outside the Gate City food store. This was in broad daylight Saturday afternoon. More of those bullets flew across the street into the apartments you see over here. Toward those apartments, this was just 20 seconds of terror, all of it caught on surveillance camera video.
Absolutely bizarre.
This looks like any typical gas station stop. Cars pulling up to fill up. But look closely as this guy in a blue jacket gets out of the white car parked at the pump with a long gun tucked in his pants. As he walks toward the Gate City food store,
You know, if he goes inside, bad things are going to happen.
Begins. From another angle, you can see him jump back as a barrage of bullets shatter the glass door. He then whips out the gun and returns fire, along with another man who gets out of the white car, gun at the ready. They fire toward West Andrews Avenue as a blue SUV speeds away, and a man in a dark sedan at a nearby pump runs in the same direction. A customer trying to escape the store falls to the ground to crawl away. Cars driving by turn around to avoid the shootout. The bullets flew across the street, piercing the side of the North Henderson Heights apartments. Neighbors describe dropping to the ground as they heard the rapid pops of gunfire. One woman tells me she pushed her grandkids onto the floor behind a couch to shield them from the chaos. None of them wanted to talk with us on camera out of fear for their safety, but they want this violence to stop before an innocent bystander gets caught in the crossfire.
Okay, so that was bizarre, but that was what? Let me check the dates here. I think that was a few months ago. It was during the summer, 5 months ago. I believe it was gang related, but you saw the guy tuck what they call a long gun, sort of tucked it in into his pants, under the shirt, walking into the store. You know he's not just going in there for a bag of chips and a pretzel. Had he gone in the store, I think bad things would have happened in there too. But the first shots that were fired weren't from him or the guy in the car. They're from that other sedan, sort of, that was, that actually shot the door right in front of him. They were shooting at him as he was walking into the store. So probably gang-related activity that they were just following. That gang fight, shootout. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of innocent people around there, and bullets flying all over in that neighborhood. Anyway, be careful when you go get gas. True Celtic, back to you. I appreciate you reached out to me, let me know that you and all your people are safe, but obviously there's some families that are just devastated this morning. If you get any additional information regarding that Virginia shooting, please let us know. We'll pass that along. Obviously, if the shooter is dead, this is not one we expect to see in court, because justice has been administered on scene. It's possible that from the information we're getting, that the gunman took his own life after shooting other people. So that's where that one's at. So yeah, guns this morning. I'm stranded, caught in the crossfire, says Roxanne. Coming in with a song reference this beautiful Wednesday morning. Hi, lovely peoples. Welcome to this amazing channel. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Abby. Making the Wild West days seem tame. Yeah, in the Wild West, at least you had to have a reason to shoot. You had to insult somebody or call them out. Do something like that. But here it's just you don't like the way they look and you open fire. Just crazy. Oh man. True Celtic says, yeah, I heard about it from a high school classmate that's now a nurse. Yeah, obviously hospitals are probably got inundated with a bunch of injured people all at the same time. You mentioned that the injured people had gone to a very good trauma center, so hopefully they get the care they need and they'll recover quickly. Good time to be a hermit. Yeah, and drive an electric vehicle too. So just avoid those gas stations. You were in Chesapeake just yesterday. Wow. Utah Steve, happy Thanksgiving. It is a sad world, Terry. Hopefully we can make it a little better around us, but one step at a time. Prayers for Chesapeake families this morning. This one was too close to home. It was. I mean, it's just a couple hours from me as well. I know a lot of you are a lot closer than that. Amber, glad you and your people are good. Crazy morning. We were going to talk just briefly. We had expected this week, actually yesterday, there was a hearing yesterday morning. We didn't cover it in detail. We might have mentioned it in chat, but I just wanted to mention about the Delphi case. We were expecting this new judge to unseal the probable cause affidavit in the Richard Allen arrest for the Delphi murders. This is the man that had, was hiding in plain sight, basically, that they've charged with murdering those two girls. And the probable cause statement or affidavit would give us information about why they thought it was him, right? We'd have additional evidence. There would be basically the paper trail or the evidence trail that led to him would be included in that. So we would be able to look at that and get some maybe some more insights into how they found him or what evidence turned up, what lead led to his arrest. But yesterday, at the prosecutor's request, the judge continued to keep that affidavit under seal. And in doing so, they sort of told us why. And that why is that there may be another individual involved that has not yet been arrested. So the suspense thickens a little bit. It gets a little bit deeper here. There may be another person out there that was involved in some way in these murders, probably more directly than incidentally involvement. But so we will wait and see. Then we will wait. I know in the courtroom, possibly a bad indication for those who are trying to follow this case closely. The judge did not allow much by way of media coverage. Even the reporters were not allowed to use their phones in the report room. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see where this one goes. Let's see. What is everybody else doing? I assume everyone's planned out their meal for tomorrow. If you haven't thawed your turkey by now, you're in trouble because it won't cook. Just a little public service announcement there for you. If it's still frozen right now, it will be frozen tomorrow too. See, I heard they dropped the DP choice and the Pike. Yes, Katrina, I saw that one. The death penalty is now off the table, and right at the last minute too. That is bizarre. We were expecting death penalty all along, and then at the very end they drop it down to now max life in prison. But yeah, one last grocery run for Golden Mom. You're pushing it. It's gonna be busy at the stores today, and unfortunately, like we saw up in Virginia and possibly this gas station, tempers will be running hot. So please watch your back and be careful if you have to run out and get supplies. It's getting crazy out there. Cooking breakfast and working on desserts for tomorrow. Roxanne, I like the order you cook stuff in. Dessert first. That way, if you get hungry, you can always just have a little snack while you're waiting for the main meal. Finally, a year I'm not cooking, says Miss Chris. Dad moved to New England from Florida, and he's cooking. Relaxation, here I come. Miss Chris, I tell you what we do. We go out and we get paper plates and paper cups for Thanksgiving because nobody wants to do dishes after a huge meal like that. We want to be able to just relax, enjoy, throw it away and call it good. We normally, don't use those, but for Thanksgiving, it's a big holiday. It just wouldn't be fair to ask my wife, who does so much for putting the meal together, to have to deal with that, or to have me do it. Really, I don't want to do dishes after either. But normally we have the kids help. Thanksgiving, everyone's going to get a break. Let's see. True Celtic says, funny story. I was in Chesapeake yesterday. I tried to pick up tomorrow's meal from Cracker Barrel. We've done that. Cracker Barrel Thanksgiving. That's a good meal. McDonald's has been on my brain. Shauna, why? I don't know why it would be on your McBrain. We haven't done anything to cause that. Miss Chris says, working half a day, nice and quiet. Good. Hope you have a great afternoon once your work day is over. The Pike case is boring to watch. Oh my goodness, Kelly, it is painful. It is like fingernails on the chalkboard constantly, just painful. I don't know if they could make it any slower. It just drags. I mean, granted, it's as far as the facts of the case and the actual events, yeah, it's intriguing, but the way it's being presented and worked through the system, I can't do it. I'd go insane. Pray for me. I have to do my whole turkey shopping. Thanks to grumpy old man Mars. Prayers out to you. Please be safe and good luck. I hope everything you need is on the shelf and there's no one in front of you in the checkout line. Good luck to you. Katrina says, driving to Farmington today, taking my mama to the doctor. Farmington, Utah. Is that where you're headed, Katrina? That's where the Stevens Hot Cocoa place is. Turkey stuffing, homemade cranberry sauce, grilled corn, homemade bread, mashed sweet potatoes with brown sugar, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, and pumpkin rolls. I'm drooling a little bit for some reason. I don't know why, but I just started drooling as I was reading that one. That sounds delicious, Lori. Will be a great meal, I'm sure. If you have dessert first, you always have room. Right? Don't chance it, really. Why would you risk missing the best part of the meal because you accidentally filled up on turkey and potatoes? Roxanne, you could not say it any better. Mrs. R.A. is awesome. Love her. She's amazing. Do you think they screwed up by letting it slip? They believe more than one person is involved, Toxic says. I don't think it was a slip up. I think at this point, that's probably the only reason why it would still be sealed. So if they said we're going to keep it sealed, that's the only thing it could be, right? It's not going to affect whether or not Richard Allen gets arrested because he's already in custody. So all it can be right now is that there was someone else. So I don't think it was really letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak, but it is insightful for them to acknowledge that. Michelle says, I watched Sarah Boone additional interviews and heard George the victim telling Sarah he could not breathe. Intentional, really. Yeah, Michelle, when she goes to court, I mean, she's going to bet. Here's what I've already bet. Who did I bet? I bet that guy. I bet that guy a mug that if she goes to trial, pleads not guilty, she is going to get up on the stand and testify. Even if it's against her lawyer's wishes, she's going to testify. She just can't keep her mouth shut about this case. She'll want the chance to tell the jury that it wasn't intentional, and they'll just, bat her eyes and make them believe type thing. But yeah, if that happens, if she's up on the stand, she is definitely going to get cross-examined about these videos and what she was really thinking. And I just don't think a rational person will be able to get in the headspace that Sarah seems to exist in, where all this can be just a fun game and an accident. I just don't think the jury says that they'll can connect to that. Toxic, I don't know. I'm worried about that case until a jury says guilty. Which one was that? Which case is she worried about? I missed it. Sorry, I'm falling behind, and it makes me pick up conversations that you guys have already completed. So I'm trying to go faster. I'll read faster. Can't watch Pike, but maybe the closing arguments. Yeah, that's about where we're at right now. So tried to watch a couple times, can't get into it. Molasses running's faster. Yep, it is so slow. It's like amber, not molasses. It's amber, like tree sap. I only need Brussels sprouts and mocktail ingredients, so nothing that or mocktail ingredients. You mean cocktail ingredients? Well, how fun is your Thanksgiving? So Brussels sprouts, I actually do enjoy Brussels sprouts. I learned to like those over in England. None of my family does, so I've yet to be able to serve them for dinner successfully. Good luck, RA. Put on the happy face. Get it done. The earlier you go, the better. You might want to slip out now if you can and just try to get in there. Find a store that's a little off the beaten path, that's not crowded. Farmington, New Mexico is pretty cool as long as you like green chili, anythings. Yes, lots of chili there. Chili pepper. Sent honey to Honey Ham, the Honey Ham store. 7 this morning, line around the door. Employee forgot her keys to open the door. They said it'll be at least a 2-hour wait. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and nobody's going to leave. Those are delicious. At this point, you can't really go another option. You need to get your ham, but that's love me a good honey ham. Mara says, "All right, got my mug 2 days ago. Not put it down yet, except to clean and refill." Thank you, Mars. I'm glad you got it. Hope you enjoy it. It's they're amazing. I did mention yesterday I'm going to put out another video today, and I think I'm not going to do it live. I'm going to record it and then release it because I've been looking at some merchandise ideas. And I got off on a rabbit hole, and I found some amazing items that just speak to the true crime addict soul. And I'm going to put together a little video of my top 10 gift ideas for a true crime addict, and release that. Hopefully this afternoon I'll release that. It'll be not a live video, but it will be just It'll be out there. I'll have some links to it. And actually, it will be a way to support the channel as well, because even though it's just links to existing items like out on Amazon, it is through an affiliate link. So it doesn't cost you any more to click the link, but I do get a tiny portion if you do make a purchase. So it's like a win-win. And I think you guys will love the products too. Sarah Boone is cray. You were right, Kelly. Absolutely out of her gourd. Shauna, my mother is a horrible cook. You're in a safe space, Lori. You can go ahead and tell us all about it. We promise not to tell. Debbie says, recovery addict, I'm a little behind. Had to feed the cats, but it's strictly disposable plates and silverware here. Yep. We're using silverware. We don't use the disposable silverware. That's pretty easy to throw in the dishwasher, but the plates thing, we're taking the easy route today. Kelly Harper says Sarah's mind is cracked from alcohol abuse. But she said she wasn't drunk, Kelly. She said she wasn't drunk, hadn't had anything to drink other than a couple bottles of wine. As far as Delphi, I feel the investigation has forgotten what they're fighting for. They rarely mention Abby and Libby's names. I think that will come around, Roxanne. That this really impacted the community. It scarred the community pretty deeply. And I think once this goes to court, I think they'll be remembered properly, and I think it'll come around full circle and the healing can occur. But anyway, I think you'll be happy with the outcome. Let's see. What if the witnesses are minors? Shauna, what witnesses? I have the memory of a goldfish, so I've got to look back here and see what you said. Minor witnesses. I forget. Sorry. Remind me. I'll try to catch up. I'm going to go faster here. I'm not going to read every comment. I'm just going to skip through. You've got some great dinner ideas. Brussels sprouts on a cast iron skillet. Let's see. Press conference for the Idaho 4 this afternoon. I'm on edge waiting. Alexis, I've heard some commentary and some questions regarding an incident of animal cruelty that occurred near there as well. And for those of you that dig into true crime a lot, know that a lot of times animal cruelty and murderers seem to have a little, on the Venn diagram, there's an overlap. Let's put it that way. It's a little bit of an overlap there. I woke up before the alarm. That's why I have time to be here before my doctor's appointment. Wonderful, Debbie. Glad you can catch us for at least a few minutes. Lori, about the gifts, handcuffs. No, there are no handcuffs on the list. I did look at a version of handcuffs, like a little keychain version, but no handcuffs for the true crime addict yet. I think you'll like it though. When I post it here, I'd love to hear what everyone thinks. All right, it's the perfect size, and I love your idea that your channel and one of the other ones I buy from. Awesome. Let's see. She really did. I'm so interested to see the whole video Libby managed to catch. Yeah, Toxic. We've only got that little part, and I doubt that was all she filmed. There's probably a lot more. Police rarely release all the information they have in a case. They released a little bit that they thought would help the case, but I'm sure there's a longer video that will be released, and hopefully it's enough to put him away. That's what I want. Enough evidence to put him away. I hope you'll consider sets. We snagged 3 mugs because at least one might be hurled into the fireplace as a toast. Oh, man. Recovery Addict. I caught a video the other day posted by Law and Crime Network that featured a 2007 doc with DB and meth addiction. Michelle, I've seen that. He's had a few run-ins with some chemical substances, and maybe that's what impacted him to think he was a sovereign citizen. I don't know. Are the Brussels sprouts the little trees? Yeah, Debbie, they look sort of like I guess like a mini cabbage head, like a little green cabbage head. A little like 2 or 3 times the size of your thumb. But they were an acquired taste for me, but now I love them. They're delicious. Roxanne, this case has my heart. Those little ladies, I've watched them since they went missing. I think my head could explode over this one. Delphi, it's going to be a tough one to watch, really. And I still am up in the air. I'm not sure if the judge will allow the cameras in with the way he's been acting lately. Matthew Harris is in the house. Remember this tomorrow, people. The government, USDA, insists that you cook your turkey to 165 degrees at a minimum. I'm not saying it's illegal to cook it less, but who wants to risk jail time over turkey? Matthew Harris, once again, coming in to keep us out of trouble. You don't want to get caught by the food police undercooking your turkey. The only thing worse than getting caught by the food police is not getting caught by the food police and eating undercooked turkey, which can then catch you in the end, if you catch my drift. Yummy vegetables you have during the holidays. Yes, Brussels sprouts are fantastic. Still following the Idaho case. They don't seem to have much yet. I think you're right. I think the big issue is how contaminated the crime scene became because all the friends came over. That must just be devastating for the law enforcement to think that how important that crime scene is, and whether it's the footprints, whether it's anything like that, and you've got all these friends that just show up. People probably showed up and left before the cops got there, and now the cops are just like, how do we pick out the good evidence from the bad? Let's see, little trees. It's funny, Debbie, that you mentioned little trees, because my kids call broccoli trees little trees. MB, good morning. Leaving in 20 minutes, but I'd stop by and say hello. Hello, MB. Good to have you here. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Roxanne says, hope so. The Delphi case hit me hard because of the girls' ages. Right, will be a tough one. Ooh, Toxic Orchid says, please caress and thumbs up and sub and share if you haven't done so already. Caress the thumbs up. Okay. That's a good one. What time is the conference? Ola, you're talking about the Idaho conference. Can somebody who has the time frame just post that really quickly for us? There it is, 1 p.m. You guys are faster than I am. See, I'm pages behind. And Alexis, I believe you're talking about the dog skinning incident. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The animal cruelty. They stated the incidents are unrelated, but I'm not convinced. First of all, it's animal cruelty, and yeah, it's connected to something. It's not just an isolated incident. Dry turkey is a felony in 28 states and a capital offense in 3 for good cause. Matthew Harris speaks the truth yet again. If you're going to cook turkey, you've got to do it right. All kids call broccoli trees, don't they? All mine do. But they also say they don't like trees. So melted cheese and chocolate. You're doing, Debbie, you do like a broccoli fondue type thing? That sounds delicious. I'm still worried about cutting the don't remove tag for my new mattress. Yeah, you don't want to get caught with that. I mean, isn't that a felony, Matthew? Cutting that do not remove tag. Let's see, what else did we have? We had this week, obviously, oh man, name escaped me. The mom of the little boy who was missing, and the mom was just acting weird. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was watching it last night. She's been arrested. Unfortunately, his body, or they believe they've found his body at the landfill. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how she's going to plead on that one. But I remember in a news conference or a news interview, like she did, she stood there and said, if they find any evidence, I'll be the first. I'll march down to the police station and turn myself in, type thing, which is just a weird thing. I'm wondering if that's what she did. Did she march down and turn herself in, or did they come and get her? But Quentin Simon, yes. Mars, thank you for and Laura, you guys are amazing, but very tragic, but at the same time. Lori, the tag can be cut by the consumer, but what if you resell it? Then you're technically not the end consumer. Can you resell after you've cut the tag off? Or, who wants to buy it anyway? Recover Addict, when turkeys gobble, I'm thinking they're saying my kind of object to being eaten. Yeah, if I try not to think about the turkey gobbling when I eat the turkey. I just try to think about how good it smells. I have visions of the Christmas vacation turkey. Roxanne, yes, they did find him. Her mom took her in. Okay. I wonder if the mom knows more than she's let on. Hey, they resell everything, Lori. There's a market for everything. I personally wouldn't, but I have one of those This is not a sponsor in any way, but I have one of those purple mattresses. If you've tried one of those, it does wonders for my back. It is beautiful, but it was very expensive. My wife got it as a surprise for me, actually. Had no idea. We had this mattress that I hated, and she went and ordered this new mattress and had it delivered, set it up and everything, and I didn't realize it was there until I laid down on the bed. I'm like, what in the world? This mattress is suddenly comfortable. But she pulled off a stunt. She's managed to pull that off a couple times, just completely surprised me. The whole adult family is sus in that little Quentin thing, yeah. I wonder, everyone's saying, yeah, he could have drowned in the pool type thing, but man, then you throw his body away? That doesn't fit. Did they think, I should have been watching him and I could get arrested for negligence, so I'll then hide the evidence type thing? I don't know. And the whole babysitter, the accusations back and forth, the arguments, yeah. Exodus 5, they searched the landfill. They said there was basically one or two dumpsters that they were focusing on. They had a specific reason to focus on. Basically, it sounded like they have her linked to being at one of these two dumpsters, which might have been two dumpsters at one place, side by side. And you think that all garbage, once it's taken to the dump, it disappears and is gone forever. But they actually track where they dump it. They know, there's a pattern they follow of when they, fill different areas and what trucks go where. And so in case something like this happens, they can go back and say, we know that garbage from this area that was picked up in this truck was dumped in this area of the landfill. And so that's how they knew how to search and what area of the landfill to search. But still tragic. Okay, the whole family is beyond sus, right? Casey Anthony will be the subject of a new documentary where she talks. I forget when it's coming out. That is another crazy one. The mom sent a message to a friend or a recorded phone call to the father. Is this in... Are you talking about the same case? Just looking here. The mom sent a message with Quentin. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, mom didn't even have custody. The grandma did, right? Toxic. I think thinking of Cairo because of his death was lack of electrolytes. So was he alive when they stuffed him into a suitcase? Huh. Don't know. He didn't drown, or they wouldn't have charged her with malice murder. So they must have evidence of some sort that they feel they can get a conviction on. Love my purple mattress. I'm telling you, they're awesome. Okay. I'm not getting notifications from Discord, of course. I don't know what I'm doing there either, so there's that. Laura, Discord's got a learning curve to it. There is a video out there that'll teach you sort of how it works. But snow here in Utah this morning. Just noticed it, Katrina. It's just morning right there. You're a couple hours behind us, so just getting up. How much snow did you get? I'm watching Casey right now on Oxygen. I haven't watched that network in a long time, but that's I'm not sure if I could go back and watch the Casey Anthony trial. That was so frustrating for me. Billy Joe needs some charges as well. She had custody of Quentin and left him in the care of his mother, knowing the drug history of that woman. I might give that purple mat a try. They're spendy. The thing I like about them, TW, is they stay cool. Like, some mattresses, if you lay on them for a while, it sort of like warms up underneath you, and you're constantly shifting because it's too hot or too cool. These mattresses stay cool underneath you. It's pretty neat. But once they're out of the bag, there's no moving them. They're tough. Tamara, good morning. Good morning. I watched Anthony trial and cried at the end. I have no interest in what she has to say now. Crime alert. Sam's Club gas in Orlando is $2.85 a gallon. Someone had to have stolen it. I still filled up. I filled up for $2.89 a gallon at Sam's Club in Greenville this week. Then I went home, grabbed the other car because we have two cars. Went back to fill up and it was $2.95. I'm like, was it a pricing error? But 6 cents difference. It's still much cheaper than how much it costs here in my little hometown, which is like $3.18. Let's see. So many evil people killing children. Purple Mattress sounds like a sponsor. It should be, Emma. I'll give them a call and see if they'll sponsor it. There's nothing like watching a true crime show while you're laying down on a purple mattress. A good mattress makes a world of difference. I have slipping ribs, and if I sleep on a bad mattress, I feel it for a year. Oh, I'm sorry, Alexis. That does not sound fun at all. Let's see. What's up? I have a strong flu. Oh, man. The flu is not fun. We got one of our kids that was feeling a little sick yesterday. He's bounced back this morning, but it's no fun to be sick. Casey killed her daughter, doesn't report her missing. Somebody throws water in her face, and she suddenly remembers the number to 911. Yep, that's how it happens. Seems to make sense. Texas, $2.65 a gallon. Well, you guys make it down there. I mean, you just pump the unleaded right out of the ground, right, Emma? I have cognitive dissonance with all the people who say we love our children when so many of them end up like they do people who supposedly loved them. Yes, in some states it's easy as dropping a child off at this fire station. Safe places, no excuse for hurting children. Yeah, the fire station drop-off is, I never thought that would be a good idea, but oh my goodness, is that a good idea? For moms who just, young moms a lot of times who just either don't have support, aren't able to handle it, recognize they're in a situation where they can't provide for the child. To be able to turn the baby over, no questions asked, has, I'm sure, saved many, many children. Watching Corolla Beach, North Carolina, as I'm listening here. TW, watching the beach, or you're sitting on the beach watching the ocean, which would be a little bit better. It's still a little cool out there right now, but I'd rather be at the beach than anywhere else. California gas is still outrageous. It's awful. Fred is in the oven. Laura has put the bird in the oven. Wonderful. Nova Scotia is $6.50 or $1.72 a liter. Is $1.72 the U.S. conversion, the dollar per liter? Because the liters throws us off. We just can't work with metric. It just makes too much sense. We have to have gallons. Hospitals ask no questions. You're right. My turkey's named Daryl. Do you guys name your turkey? You've got Fred and Daryl. I mean, we name the ones that we pardon, right? But you name the one that we eat. Rest in peace, Fred. Oh, man. Ethel is the ham. You guys do. I don't eat anything that has a name. We're having Korean food for Thanksgiving. That sounds delicious. I love cold, steely gray sky beaches. That means no one else, and everything interesting, every interesting shell is mine. Emma, have you been to, I forget where you're from. Have you been to the Outer Banks? We have some amazing places to go shelling on the Outer Banks. Just some really unique shells as well. We had some friends come over actually from the West Coast, and they'd been to the California coast quite a bit and gone shelling out on the California coast. But where they'd gone, when you go shelling, you're looking for pieces of a shell. And they came out here to North Carolina and were walking along. I could not believe that there are like full-size shells. I mean, large shells all over the place. And they're just like, I didn't know they existed like this. I thought all shells were just pieces of shells. 4 liters to a gallon almost, but still the math, it's a product of our education system. We can't do change, we can't count time, and we can't convert liters to gallons. Another Firehouse Plus. If you can't make it to ER for heart problem, they can assist you. Yes, they're good that way. Just kidding. I named him Scott. Lori, you named your bird Scott? Well, it better be the best turkey ever. That's what I've got to say. By the way, George Washington approved the U.S. using the metric system. The movement was so strong in Europe, too, but the French Revolution said metric is a product of the king, so off with his head. George Washington was onto something. I think we would be better off with metric. Nobody can even remember how many feet are in a mile. It's 5,000 something, maybe 5,241. I don't remember, but we're the rest of the world versus us. That's where we are. When I cook anything, I always use grams. My wife is an amazing, amazing cook. She makes some great meals, but she'll pull out the recipe book and glance at it, but I think she looks at it more to see the end product, what it's supposed to look like, as opposed to read the ingredients and the proper proportions that are supposed to be added to it. And she just eyeballs it and does a great job. I was so close, Roxanne. I was so close, less than 50 feet off. That's almost exactly a mile then. Recovery addict. I remember way back when I was in grade school, they were talking about changing over to metric. The parents were having a fit. It's like, how will we help our kids with math now? I love collecting shells. At the beach this year, I saw a giant intact wash up conch, and I may or may not have tripped my family to get to it first. Yeah. Shells over blood relations. Yep. Trip them, get the shell. Anyway, I want to say I'm going to wrap this one a little bit early because I want a couple things to happen. I want those of you who still have to go to the store and still have to buy food. Why have you been looking at the back of my head the whole time? Guys, you're supposed to tell me this. I'm sorry. I did my hair and everything for you guys, and then I showed you the back of my head for the whole live stream. I want those of you who have to... You guys are laughing at me, but I'm looking at the chat and not watching the screen that's going on. We're looking at you now. Wonderful. I want those of you that have to go to the store, that have to brave the mad rush for food, to be able to do that this morning, because it will be crazy. If you wait till tonight to try to get something that you need for Thanksgiving, A, it won't be there, and B, you will wish you had bought it earlier. So please, last minute I want stuff and go into the store. Okay, Bella, be safe. Everyone who has to go to the store, please be safe. Be careful. I'm going to release this video. I'm going to shoot this video right now. It'll take me a while to put it together and edit it, get your links for you. But I think you guys are going to like the top 10 true crime addict gift ideas for yourself or a friend that I've come across. I was looking for merch ideas, and I'm like, somebody has beat me to it, and they did a better job than I would have. So I'm going to share those with you. Anyway, enjoy. Those of you who are making desserts, feel free to send pictures of your desserts to the Recovery Addict hotline. We might have to do a judging just based on pictures only, because food doesn't mail very well. But we might have to judge everyone's desserts and see who makes the better pie. But I'd be happy to share plenty of food pictures here post Thanksgiving. And also, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I do want you, as Emma said, to enjoy your day, to have a happy Thanksgiving, and to no pardon calls today. Golden Mom, I didn't get many of you calling in confessing. I didn't get many people calling in confessing. And if there's somebody who wants to send one, we can add a little confession to it. I'm not sure if you're asking because you wanted to hear someone else confess, or maybe you have something to get off your chest, Golden Mom, that we need to hear about. I'm looking at you. Let me know. I'm not. Wait, I do have. No, it's another update from True Celtic. All right. Anyway, so doing I can't say this word. Charcuterie board. Is that it? Charcuterie board? I know what it is. It's like a board with like cheese and stuff on it. But I don't know how to say it. Be careful. There was a mass shooting at Walmart last night. That guy, yeah, we covered that just at the beginning of the show. True Celtic was right up there. It was in his neck of the woods. He gave us a little more information about that. So with the seven fatalities, including the gunman or woman. We don't know if it's a woman. We do believe it was a disgruntled employee, and also 5 others that were injured. So do please be careful. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys being here. I will post this video today. Charcuterie. It's still, Matthew, I still can't do it. Charcuterie. You guys, I love all these pronunciation guides. That's what I need. I need mods that can just give me pronunciation guides for names and weird words like that. But amazing. Look forward to all you guys having just a safe and a fun Thanksgiving with family and friends. Look forward to meeting all you guys back up on Black Friday, because I'm not going to be out there shopping on Black Friday, and hopefully you aren't either. You're welcome to shop online during the show, but I'll be back at 9 a.m. on Friday morning, for our regular show. If we do have a police chase today, because I think we will have one, I'll be on. I will try to jump on as soon as it happens. I think as soon as the sun comes up, with everything going on, I think people are going to start running from the law, and we'll hopefully live stream that there. Enjoy your time. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you, Scott, Recovery Addict, for your stream. Glad to be here, Bella. Thank you. Hope you all have a lawful law Thanksgiving. A board with food on it. That's it. That's the definition. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, everyone. Hey, thank you very much. Hug the fam. Stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving. You guys, I'll have that video released here this afternoon, and do let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe there's another product out there that I missed that you think is perfect. Let me know after you watch what I've selected as the top 10 gifts for a true crime addict. Thank you very much. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Give everyone a hug that you love. Smile at somebody. Tell them happy Thanksgiving. Make the world a better place. Thanks a lot.